And we're live. I'm your apparent host, Zach, and I brought beer.
Broken Zach with more beer.
So, we don't have our real co-host. So, or host.
But we're drinking to him.
Right, because he's not here.
Yeah.
Let's do that going back. Volume. So,
you have it looping?
No, there was volume in the background because it was being checked to make sure it was actually live, and it's coming through from another room into the studio. So,
we're our real producer. I'm just the named producer, but the real producer's actually looking at it.
Right, to make sure we don't do stupid shit.
Well, we already are doing stupid shit. We're on the internet to begin with. So,
that's why she's playing PlayStation.
Oh, okay. So she's just making sure we don't do truly stupid shit where we have to take it down.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And randomly screenshots and uses the Instagram thing.
And promotions and all that stuff.
Right. And get me not paid for what I do.
Trying to figure out how to pull off some sort of a contest or whatever. You know what? Let's go ahead and get it over with. What's going on in the world of cyber fraud?
A lot. If you want to go that route, a lot. I was actually going to leave it beef today. I was. But, releasing all the 90s comics in a 300, almost 400-page book for $30. Hardcover, and that's just a book. No, none of the extra special nonsense. So, other than that, it's made over $300,000 for the other campaign of the sequel to the first book.
So what's your next kicker point?
He's doing a lot slower. He's waiting until it needs a push instead of just announcing them. He's waiting until it needs the push to hit another level. But it hit over 200,000, I think it was, in less than 14 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It massacred the freaking market. And the best part was his kind of rival that he helped get back into. It's Doug Knaple had done Earthworm Jim. And at the same time, to get that Earthworm Jim 2 book to come out and pass what Cyberfrog 2 hit in 14 hours. Let's just go with 24 to 48 hours, the amount it hit. To push him past that at over 30 days, 30 to 60 days, the end of his campaign, he went on to Louder with Crowder and did an interview.
There you go.
Yeah. So the rival, whatever the Comics Geek thing can be a dirty game. It's like politics. It's like the old DC Marvel. Just there's a lot of backstabbing and front stabbing and it's I don't know. Anytime money's involved, people who should get along decide not to.
Yeah, and that's probably why this show is how it is. We don't have fights or arguments between each other on it.
Yeah, because I'm making less money than you are.
Exactly. We're all in the same boat where we're just getting by.
No, I meant the show pays you more than it pays me.
How's it pay me anything? It don't pay me anything other than comedic value. There we go. No. There's the $5 word.
See, you already made $5. My point being...
Well, I'm still waiting on that wire from you for using a $5 word,
Right. Well, but when you look at like me, you would have to calculate it probably into the negative. So you stay at least at the flat zero. If we do anything, if a penny gets spent on this show, I'm immediately making less money than everybody else.
Okay.
I get a haircut and I've lost money compared to everybody else. And I can't get one because my what do they call them anymore? They're hairdresser, hairstylist, salon, whatever. There's no real barbers anymore, and the barbers there are just all suck. There's no good barbers.
No, there's nobody in this area that'll use a straight blade that I'm aware of.
No, and the one who does, I don't know. My barber from here, he retired. I think he's still alive. I couldn't even tell you, but that man, he could amazing haircut. Amazing. He also understood if I went in, in early days in the Army, if I wanted a high-end height, I could just say a high-end height. He knew what the hell a high-end height was. You go into all these other, you're lucky if they You're lucky if at Walmart they can understand what a medium fade is.
Yep.
And that's a common term.
It's almost to the point where we almost want to go ahead and go back over there just to get a decent haircut.
Or let's just
almost. Not quite, almost.
Just import Haji here to get a haircut.
It's probably easier for us just to go over there, get the haircut, come back.
That's an expensive haircut.
If we hit the Powerball tonight, we're doing it.
I just have him shipped over here.
Well, I mean, come on. Who else will be? We'll take the show on the road. If we hit the Powerball tonight, we'll take the show on the road and go ahead and video the stupidity of us wasting $300,000 roughly for going over there and getting our haircut and then coming back.
No, we bring him over here and we charge other people to let him cut the hair. So we charge them just to come in to get the haircut, and he charges them for the haircut.
And we get a cut of it because we brought him here.
Exactly.
So to pay us back.
Make money off the haircut instead of losing money.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, just go to Qatar. You can still get a decent haircut in Qatar.
Yeah, I'll just go to Dubai instead because, more than likely we got to go and find like some sort of new vehicle as well. So, Dubai would be where we have to go.
Yeah, not going to happen.
If we ever hit the Powerball, I mean, Dubai is just an absolute bust.
Yeah, probably. That in Rome, just because it seems pricey, and seeing the Colosseum would be neat. A lot of people got massacred in that thing.
That would be pretty cool.
There's a lot of good art. I don't care if you're Catholic, not Catholic. There's a lot of good history and art there.
There is.
Obelisk there that's from freaking Egypt, even. Like,
I actually find it pretty cool to
Egyptian obelisk.
I find it pretty cool to be able to like go into some of the cathedrals in Europe. Excuse me, and just see how they build them.
Oh yeah.
Because it's insane. It's great. And
now we can't build things anywhere near that quality.
No, nowhere near that quality. And like in Bamberg, Germany, the cathedral that was there, it also was a monastery.
Right.
So what's really cool there, though, the emperor and empress of Bavaria that commissioned the building of it way back in the 1600s, they're actually buried there. They have a sarcophagus where their bodies are at in the main area of the cathedral, except for their skulls. Their skulls are in a side room underneath the altar on display with their crowns. It's freaking weird. It's awesome, though. I have seen it.
It's a weird dude.
And then the first 12 priests, like the 12 lead priests of the cathedral, right? And the bishop as well. They're all buried underneath there as well. And kind of their tombs are like on display in their own separate room and everything. It's really freaking awesome. It really is. The history that's there is just awesome.
Dude, Catholics are weird. Like they have the incorruptibles, which, you've got people, it's like one person's got the arm, another church has the head, and they put it all on display, and it's full body on display. Catholics are weird.
Well, and then also in Europe, I don't know if you've read up on any of this, like the cathedrals and stuff, when you go into them, occasionally, not every single one of them, but a good majority of them, when you're walking through, if you see a name on a tile that's on the floor, somebody that was close to the church and actually had some money, more than likely too, that they gave to the church, a lot of it, is buried right underneath of that. They're buried inside the cathedral under the floor. Like they lift up the tile and they stuff their remains in. So literally, these churches are made out of bones.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaky, but it's awesome. It is awesome to be able to tour those things and see them. And then, not every single time do they have the little side rooms underneath the altars open at these places. You got to go the specific times and all to see the things that would be considered creepy, I guess, to see.
That, like I said, Catholics are weird. There's just no way around it.
True that.
Mass is at 11 a.m., by the way.
I'm waiting for your Facebook post on it this week.
What, a Mass? No. We actually get to go to real church now.
I know that, but you still post a video every once in a while of the virtual service.
No, we haven't. They did one while we were at church, and it was like horrible. The thing was it was a bad idea. Anytime anybody wears masks, interviews with masks is just horrible. No way around it. But kicking back to like the haircut thing. So
we need to start seeing people doing interviews in masks like the guy in Louisville, Kentucky, way before COVID happened. Way before COVID happened, that all the reporters didn't want to be anywhere near.
But see,
you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
No, actually, I don't.
Oh my God!
You're on your computer. Bring it up. We'll screen share this.
Oh shit! Definitely very crude and lewd.
Is it YouTube appropriate? Oh, are we getting flagged?
I don't think we'll get flagged for
copyright.
I don't think we'll get flagged on that. But what I'll do is you ultimately have control over what's actually shared.
Just bring up the image. Just bring up the image. Let's not. Because in the age of COVID, anytime there's anything to do with COVID facts, YouTube's flagging almost everything. I bet you there's an algorithm that just heard us say the words COVID.
How do I do this? I will hit share screen and go over here.
Yeah, just don't hit play.
And do you see it?
Not yet.
Is it showing anything over there yet?
No.
No? Really?
No.
I forgot to click a button. Okay, that makes sense.
That would answer it. But no, anyways, my hairdresser, stylist, whatever, cosmetologist, whatever they call themselves these days.
This crazy guy.
Took in, had to have her gallbladder pulled out. So yeah, she's off work for a little bit.
This crazy guy from 6 years ago.
Oh, I remember seeing him. Did he wear a mask?
Oh yes, here.
No. This is the Russian and no. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know which mask I'm talking about with him, right?
No, I don't.
So if we don't play the whole video, we're okay, right?
No, not with YouTube anymore.
Oh shit! All right, let me see. Where's he at? Oops. Let's see if this works. There we go. That one.
God, it's on such a small screen for me. Hold on.
I don't think this one is copyrighted
or something. What the hell?
Where do I go to find the details on this? I'll pause it so that way we're not actually playing it.
Zoomed in enough that you can actually now see the yeah. You can see the title of the video.
Good thing it doesn't say anything about copyright in here.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They flag you for copyright, and then you have to petition against it, and or they automatically do it. because that video poster gets the money instead of you, whereas we don't
he gets a credit and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. But they get it for our whole video, not just a section of our video.
Yeah. Anyhow, but that crazy mask that he's wearing.
Right.
Yep.
It's. But
hey, I didn't click play on it.
Right.
Whatever.
No, we're good. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened. I literally showed I've done it before when we did movie trailers. I got flagged for movie trailers. They go, now it's not a strike. You're just, any money off this goes to them. It's like, so even if I wouldn't make money, there's a chance the video makes money, so thus they make money.
Yeah, and it depends on the viewers and all that crap too. I know.
It's a dirty business. But, so the hope was to have Nick finally back on the show. He's on first shift now. But no, he was busy. And it's like we discussed this like a week ago, and now he's busy. The time frame was supposed to work for him, but no, he's busy.
He's had a lot going on though too.
That's a side note, not YouTube freaking related.
No, and we're going to leave it at that.
No, yeah, but my point still being, as a side note, not YouTube related. So why isn't he on YouTube? We're going to go by Army rules. That's a personal problem. Oh, why?
Damn. So go ahead and using the line, suck it up, Buttercup.
No. I'd never go that far. I never liked that term.
Okay.
I thought that was offensive to Girl Scouts.
Really? Okay. Oh. So what else? You're out. Well,
So okay. I'm not bringing up the article because it's just a waste of time. Yellowstone National Park. What is that? Like Idaho or some nonsense?
Montana, Idaho.
Yeah, little kid falls.
It encompasses like 3 states.
Little kid falls into a thermal feature, is what they keep calling it. Thermal feature. Ends up burned lower torso and back. I'm like, how? They've got enough stuff around to stop you from getting to that.
Yeah, and they warned you because, I mean, like different out there. I've never been there, but from what I've heard of people that have been there, there's warnings posted everywhere that the landscape can change. Don't trust any of the mud around there. All this different stuff of, hey, it could be hot. Whatever you come across out here could be hot, could be poisonous, could be detrimental to your health one way or another.
Yeah, Wyoming, I guess. But is where it happened. But yeah, so the issue still being, watch your children?
What kind of idiot didn't keep an eye on their kid?
Just like there was some dude right before COVID happened and they used like the excuse of COVID to close down the, people not coming. Fell into one of them too. It's like, this is, let's go back 4 years. 4 years, one more election cycle. And there's a damn fucking kid falling in a gorilla pit.
Harambe.
In the Cleveland Zoo. How are you not watching your children?
Oh, and honestly,
it's been
being
long
a parent, that particular incident can go 2 different ways. How are you not watching your child? But at the same time, you take your eyes off your kids for 1 second and stupid shit happens sometimes.
Yeah, but how long do you have to take your eyes off your kid for them to be climbing into a gorilla pit?
Well, literally, the other day, this happened here, okay? No, my kids are not harmed in any way, shape, or form. I had some fun with the whole thing that happened. But, my youngest, the baby, I just call her the baby, even though she's a terrorist. I don't say toddlers, I say terrorist. She's 2.5. we're playing or whatever. Then she goes down the hallway. Her older sister's down there or whatever, and drawing with markers. It is what it is, not thinking anything of it. I go down there and double check, see what's going on, make sure she's not doing anything crazy.
Of course
she's coloring with her sister. I'm like, okay, I can use the bathroom real quick.
No, you can't.
Nope. Big mistake. In a way, but I mean, kind of cute too. So I came out of the bathroom. Next thing I know, the terrorist has gone ahead and tattooed herself completely with marker.
Well, it's marker, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's nothing horrible. But she winds up going and pointing at my tattoo and being like, I like daddy. And pointing at herself, like daddy. Yeah. Kind of cute, funny. A little bit harmless, but it's one of those things. You take your eyes off your kids, dumb shit will happen real quick.
Yeah. That's, going to the bathroom in your own house, not your child climbed into a gorilla pit.
Yeah, but let's say I sneezed or whatever.
And your child climbs into a gorilla pit.
Well, not that quick, no. But just saying, I guarantee you 5-10 seconds is all it took. Boom, gone. It happens. You got to admit that 5 or 10 seconds, that's pretty long time for a kid. They go on.
Defending the concept of falling into a gorilla pit.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts. It is. I mean, they should have been watching their kid more. Of course, for a kid to be able to do that, the parents are definitely more responsible for the whole incident than the next statement I'm going to make.
The zoo has responsibility?
The zoo has a little bit, a very small amount, because no kid should have been able to do that to begin with. To begin with, yes, because, I mean, there are... Let's go ahead and change the theme of the whole show to where people are stupid. Because, I mean, that's where we're going. We're going down that rabbit hole. People are stupid. You got to do everything. You got to put warning labels on a freaking plastic bag. Don't leave this laying around. Suffocation hazard for your child. Even, I'm surprised they haven't started printing that on Ziploc bags. But anyhow... Yeah, it's on the box. I know it is. But, I mean, on the individual bags like they do for groceries and everything else, why isn't it on the 1-gallon freezer bags? I can fit over your head. People are stupid. You got to do everything in the world possible to protect against stupid. And in some ways, we need to go ahead and let Darwinism play out and let the stupidity weed itself out of the gene pool.
So are you for or against Hombre? Are you okay with his death or are you not? It's been 4 years. Is it too soon?
I feel bad the gorilla had to go, but at the same time, I can't say as they made the wrong choice. I mean, honestly, put yourself in that situation being the zookeeper.
Mom wants her kid, that gorilla would still be alive.
Yeah, if it weren't for that stupid parent, pretty much.
Right.
I gotta go grab another beer from the mini fridge. Let me leave the Dungeon of Solace. That's what I'll start calling the basement. Dungeon of Solace.
He walked into that conversation. I don't care what any of you think. He literally let me cause that whole thing to happen. It's his own fault. By the way, appropriate welcoming. Welcome to the Nick and Zac Show. I'm your co-host, Zach, because Nick's not fucking here. Oh, yeah, we'll get into that. Our social media manager, producer, whatever you want to call her, has told me that there's extra information I need to give when Zach gets back. Zach's back. So
yes,
Zach's
and I went ahead and brought 2 beers down, so that way I don't have to get up again in like 10 minutes.
So okay, so you run a conversation for a second because I need to go grab a beer.
Okay. So, what conversation am I supposed to carry on? Just the fact that I like to talk to myself, answer myself, and everything else at times?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. But people are dumb, just plain dumb. If you can't tell that water on a floor is going to make it slippery, you're an idiot. If you don't know that cutting down a tree could potentially wind up falling on your house, you're an idiot. If you need to know that a chainsaw is sharp and could take off your leg, you're an idiot.
Cat, I'm doing something.
If you can't figure out that a 15 pack of 12-ounce beers is technically less beer than 12 16-ounce beers, you're an idiot. So anyhow, just going on talking about different things where people are idiots.
Well, they are.
You know what? Let's do it. The virtual cheers. Cheers.
Yeah. Find a real beer.
I can say the same thing to you. Of course, though, you're going ahead and proving that Corona can't kill you unless you have prior health problems.
Like alcohol.
Do not go there. People are
It
stupid.
runs to the liver.
Which, if you have a pre-existing condition, could fuck you up.
When your liver fails, it's time to stop drinking. The hell? The gray here is coming in just enough. It looks like an X in the freaking camera. I just noticed that. Usually it's a little thicker.
Well, if you notice, you start seeing, you see how much silver's coming in?
No. Look at this receding hairline that's starting. It's getting worse.
It's not like mine. Now, come on.
Yeah, but I've never been a bald fuck.
Okay, so I was cheap and always just cut my hair off myself. So what? But look.
Yeah.
What do they call those? Widow's Peak? Something like that?
Widow's Peak.
Yeah, well, I guess it's fitting being a widower.
You can make that joke. Nobody else would want to go there.
Yeah, nobody else would go there. You probably won't even touch that one with a 20-foot pole.
Is it okay to laugh? I don't know, because the other people around, not just you self-centered fuck.
How can you call me self-centered, though?
Stop being selfish. Now, at the same time,
you knew her, so you can go ahead and make a comment.
No. I was going to say we've been off the air for a couple months now, and it's not because of Corona. It's because of, obviously not because I drink very often. Bought a new house. So it took a while to get everything set up, and finally had to break down and just use my wife's laptop because I don't have my office yet.
I do like the fact that you have changed your masturbatorium.
Yes.
There's the $20 word.
No.
Yes, the background has completely changed. It's no longer the fake wood paneled walls.
Right. And there's the new couch.
It's a real wall.
Look at this. I know. And it's no, that was a real wall. That actually was paneling for the wall. I'm not even joking. It was that.
Well, I get what you're saying there, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you got actual brick and mortar home now.
We got actual couch with neat little pillows.
And you don't have to worry about the farmer across the street getting pissed off at you when you're not the one who dumped everything in the ditch to begin with.
No, but we do have a field behind the house.
So you still have a place to hide a body. Good for you. Wise choice.
No, the problem is it's going to turn into a new subdivision. We're in a subdivision now. So
even better, being turned into a subdivision. Once they dig the holes for the utilities, you could just drop them in there and they'll cover them up for you.
York thing. You can't get away with that in Ohio. It's a big city thing. We're still in rural, small town Ohio.
Okay. Still got to have water lines and sewer.
Well, yeah, but it's just not as easily done around here.
But also at the same time saying rural Ohio, who's really going to look twice about a body being in a ditch? They're going to be like, okay, who's the crazy fucker? I can't really eliminate too many people because there's not that many around here. Which one's going to do me in next?
No. We've scrubbed the show. I don't think you were around for that time. This show used to be a different name, different subject, different, very political version show. And then
political beaches.
The one co-host of it actually went to prison for murder in this very small town. He turned himself in. Yeah, he turned himself in like a couple months later. But yeah, that was we had to scrub the show. It turns out he wasn't exactly who we were all led to believe. So yeah, interesting enough.
What the hell is this? I just got a message from the bank. I'm looking at it.
Dogs barking very annoyingly.
Well, that's why I'm in the basement, because the 3 mutts upstairs. Yes, I said 3. Oh, yeah, that's something else that's changed since the last time we were on here, too, hasn't it?
What, your dogs?
Having the 3rd dog now.
Right.
And this is why I drink. Anyhow. Uh-oh.
No, you're fine.
Dealing with the dog or dealing with the toddler or what?
The barking. It was
okay.
A migraine. I can only imagine echoing through like electronics.
It actually wasn't too bad.
Oh.
It was kind of subdued.
Yeah, for you. Who knows about our lack of listeners?
Well,
we had somebody who was about to listen, and then they heard the barking and said, "Fuck this," and left.
Really? You sure it wasn't the actual producer that was spying again?
No. That's an in and out. Anyways, I was being a smart ass and just making a statement. There was no validity or verification behind it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
You got to remember, it's YouTube. People can watch later. It's not, Fox News or CNN.
Well, yeah. It sounded like she was walking towards the door to the garage to come to the basement. Oh, there's the dogs. I don't know if you can hear them.
We can hear them.
You can?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the one with the deepest bark is the puppy.
I believe it. But no, we can hear the scratching on the door, too. The nails on the door.
Oh, it wasn't on the door. It's the hardwood floors upstairs.
Wow. See, I don't have a basement. We have a crawl space.
Yeah, see, it is kind of nice to have the Dungeon of Solace. And if I really wanted to, there's actually 2 rooms down here as well. They're the only 2 rooms other than the main just open area.
Right.
They actually both lock from the outside. Yes, if I wanted to.
You could be locked in and not escape.
I wasn't talking about me, per se. But don't worry, the doors are open on them right now. There's nobody in them right now.
You're on the internet. I know you know you're joking. I know you know you're joking, and I know you're joking.
I'll show you. The doors are open.
No. I believe that. I meant the concept of what.
Yeah, I know what I was saying. Yeah, I know. It's kind of messed up. But anyhow, see, there they are. They're both open. Nothing to worry about. Nobody's in there. Nobody will probably ever be in there unless they truly deserve it.
Like yourself when you make an office?
Oh.
No, like half my garage is going to get turned into an office. So I'll have just enough room for the lawnmower and the motorcycle to sit lengthwise, and the other half will be my office.
Yeah, people are stupid. Especially like I was joking.
Yeah.
But if anybody doesn't realize I was joking, they're
Or
stupid.
care.
They're an idiot.
Right.
Because at the same time, if they were actually locked in there, why the hell would I be down here where possibly risking them being heard?
You just keep going on and
I
on.
know. I had to on that one. I had to throw that one out there. That was funny.
No, so
that one was
at
funny.
the same time, so you had some cheerleading cheer mom nonsense today. How'd that go over for you?
I thought it was comical. Basically, two people that have been disagreeing over stuff, and these aren't just cheer moms. Let's put it like that.
Cheer mom and coach.
Their staff.
And
I'll leave it at staff, so that way
and moms. So they're cheer staff and cheer moms.
The one I don't even know if she has any kids in it. So anyhow, there was an incident the other week, and they've still been going at each other a little bit. Things weren't handled quite the way they should have been, like reported up higher through the organization, I guess you could say.
Are they ever?
And well, this type of incident has to be. So anyhow.
No, this type of incident is supposed to be.
No, it has to be.
Did somebody assault a child?
No, but it does fall under mandatory reporting, and we'll leave it at that. So there was a disagreement in how things were handled in a way.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be brought up to the entire board. It wasn't. The one person, Party A, made sure it was. Party B looked like they had egg on their face. Things kind of escalated tonight where Party A wasn't going to take Party B's shit anymore because Party B is technically over Party A. And Party A just walked away. Can't blame her either. Because Party B was being a bit bitchy. Definitely came across as bitchy. I mean, I was right next to him, and Party A, I know them pretty decent, I would say so far. And yeah, they had every right to do what they did, walking away and being like, fuck
cheer
this.
Drama. Yeah, but it's cheer drama. No matter what you do, that is cheer drama. It will always happen. My kid's better than your kid. Why isn't my kid in charge?
All right, private chat just stays with the people that are
Yeah, just text message.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't matter what the issue really was. What I'm saying is the thing being cheer drama itself on its own is still cheer drama itself on its own.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks their kids' shit doesn't stink.
No, it had actually nothing to do with their own kids.
It doesn't matter. I'm just talking cheer drama itself is typically, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're always going to have your ones that are valid, but that's besides the point.
All right, there you go. You'll see what I'm saying on that, why it becomes a mandatory reporter issue. Sat should hit your phone any second.
Yeah, I guessed as much.
Yeah,
but that's besides the point. The point being, cheer moms are cheer drama. And
They
cheer
are.
drama is sheer drama.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with cheer moms and everything, it's probably a little bit worse than tumbling and shit like that.
No. You got to stop and think. The tumbling is one thing, but you still interact because tumbling leads into cheer. See,
Or gymnastics, one or the other.
Gymnastics moms can be just as bad, but
I would actually go ahead and put them in a category above.
oh yeah. Well, now
My kid can balance better than yours, the whole 9 yards there.
No,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, no. That the issue with gymnastics is a lot of times some of the parents get too into it, but they're not as abusive of like verbally abusive towards the other parents and kids. They end up more verbally abusive towards their own child. You put on 2 pounds, now you're not perfectly balanced anymore, so you're falling off the beam. That tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't even look at it that way. Oh, I can see it that way though.
I mean, you watch any of these old like Olympic-based movies and whatnot, where the girls in the gymnastics competition. Lifetime used to be big on doing them and whatnot, right? Lifetime,
Yeah.
ABC Family, Fox Family before it was ABC Family. Now ABC because Disney owns Fox, so now it's technically ABC Family again, but not.
What's really freaking funny is with all the Disney Fox merger, all that crazy shit, right? The Simpsons
Is on fucking Disney Plus.
is now a Disney show.
And
And
it's
they
on
used
Disney
to
Plus.
bash Disney religiously.
Yeah, and it's on Disney Plus.
And if you watch the commercial for Disney Plus with the Simpsons characters, it's probably the most awesome bash of all so far. It really is. But they're bashing themselves, man.
Right.
So it's pretty freaking good. It's hilarious when you look at it in those regards.
Well, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's besides the point. The point being, that back in the day, if you watch any of those shows that had the gymnastics, like the Olympic gymnastics, like they're competing to which kid's going to end up in the Olympics, and then you find out that they're very like the parents are like the kids are starving themselves because their parents are pushing them so hard, and then they're like passing out on the off the beam and just head right down into they're missing the mat and taking out the beam with their skull and shit. Like, I mean, it used to be bad. And I mean, that's a real thing now. And that's why,
and speaking of gymnastics and Olympics, this has got to be the beer talking at this point, because why the fuck do I really care? And why the fuck does the rest of the world really care? The U.S. Olympics team actually trains an hour and a half from here.
Okay.
Yes. And I have been to their facility and I have seen it. It's pretty freaking wild. It really is.
Oh, I believe it. But no, my daughter is actually in 2 different gymnastics schools because she's not at a point where it conflicts with each other, because one seems to be more cheer based, even though it's got gymnastics, and that's the one she's been in since she was like 2, right?
Yeah.
A year and a half, just shy of 2 years old. And then the other one's more recent, but she's, because of the unique coaching with the 2 of them, because they're gearing towards different things, she's actually putting it together better than what she was before. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they both cost exactly the same amount of money, so I'm paying literally double.
So the 2 are actually helping her with each other.
Yeah, and they're literally town apart.
Totally opposite.
Yeah, town apart. Yeah, and it's like the one coach group of coaching is more, they're geared towards the cheer, and so they don't really deal with the younger kids. Some of the coaches, some of them are great with the kids, don't get me wrong. Hell, one's even my cousin, so I mean, or cousins, we're related, we get along fairly well.
So they're, you know what, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
And deal with, and do well with the younger kids. There's some other ones, they don't really do well with the younger toddler group, because even 4 years old, you're still technically a toddler, right? So you're borderline, but a lot of most people's kids are still wearing like 4T, 5T at that age. So,
Yeah.
they haven't moved up into the adult, the children's clothes. But so you run into that issue. So some of them
are upstairs.
Great with kids, and then we look at the other one. The other one, it's more pushing her in other methods, but they're real set up more for being able to do the gymnastics. And
one of them goes more purist, and one of them goes towards the stunning with cheerleading.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, what you have to do is you have to have that baseline of gymnastics for good cheerleading competition style.
Yes.
Your high school sport. You need gymnastics baseline, but they don't use it really beyond that. They're not going to major gymnastic competition.
No, you need to have the gymnastic fundamentals for the stunning and cheerleading.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yep.
You're not swinging on bars above, onto, freaking bar onto bar onto bar. And
yeah, you just need to be able to have good balance and know the basic, like mat running type shit. Did I go there? I don't know what the formal name is, but
I don't know.
This proves where I'm an idiot.
Well, it also proves that the fact that we held this conversation this long, there might be a fucking issue with us.
Yeah, because didn't that just take up a whole 12, 15 minutes somewhere in there?
10?
Talking about kids with gymnastics, cheerleading, and bullshit.
At least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
maybe the beer's actually really starting to kick in now for both of us. I don't know. Who knows what rabbit hole we'll go down tonight because we brought the beer.
I'm on 2 beers. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, this is the third 16 ouncer, so
So
maybe it's starting. Maybe it's starting.
I had some Southern Comfort earlier mixed with Coke, but I had to sober up to drive. So
yeah, SoCo doesn't last long here at this house. She likes that way too much. And I gotta kind of regulate her when she has that.
It's really watery.
What?
Southern Comfort. It's like watered down.
Yeah, but when she mixes that with iced tea, watch out.
Drinks too much of it? Is that what the issue is?
It goes down way too smoothly when it's in sweet tea.
I don't know. I don't drink tea. But no, my issue is it's just when you drink Jim Beam Black on a regular basis, to Southern Comfort, you're kind of like, okay, am I supposed to mix this in my eggnog that's out already before Halloween?
That's another one that goes on topic with people who are stupid. Eggnog before Halloween.
They have Fireball
before Thanksgiving even.
Fireball eggnog.
Yes, I've seen it already.
Breaking news. 1 person shot and killed and 2 in custody during protests between opposing groups in Denver.
People are stupid.
That's you're not
I'm
wrong.
really staying on that topic tonight, aren't I?
It's true though.
And then all these people are just so damn stupid. There's so many damn examples. You can't even just focus on one. It's like boom, boom, boom.
My wife got text messaged by the Democratic Party.
I got an awesome text message for you. You had that one with the Democratic Party, okay? Go ahead and finish this up about the Democratic Party.
So they texted her, asked her if she was voting for Biden and Kamala, if she was throwing her support to them. Had this long text message, and she's like, and I was like, ask him if hell's frozen over. So she did. She typed in, "Has hell froze over yet?" And they came back with, "Okay, well, have a good day, Yeah, thanks for your time. Stay safe." And it's just like, really? Really? You give up that easily? You don't try.
All right. So this text message I got in, I'm going to show you on screen. This one, I'm going to show you straight from my phone. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to hold it up to the screen in a moment. You tell me that there ain't going to be fraud in this election with the mail-in ballots. You tell me there ain't going to be.
Okay,
Because this text message, I live in Pennsylvania. You tell me what state this is that they're asking me to get a mail-in ballot in.
Vote America PSA. The more people who vote by mail, the shorter the lines will be. Hold it still for
I'm
people
trying.
who have to vote in person. Learn how to request your Florida mail-in ballot. Your Florida mail-in ballot.
I live in PA. You tell me there ain't going to be fraud in this election. They're telling me to go get a mail-in ballot for Florida, living in Pennsylvania. Yes, at one point I lived in Florida. It was only for 8 months, and I never switched any to a Florida address being a Florida resident, ever. Go with it, Zach. Go. Run with it.
I got nothing there. I don't understand the concept of, vote by mail. So the ones who have to vote in person, who has to vote in person? By all technicality, it should be the other way around.
Technically, right now, I'm in that position where I could vote twice. Requesting a Florida ballot.
No, somebody already did it, and they claimed, "Oh, I was testing the system." They're going to jail for it. I actually saw it. They got their freaking ballot for their dead wife. I don't remember what state it was in. They got for
Okay,
their
that's a little bit different than that. I'm a living person that they wound up messaging on that, saying, "Get your Florida ballot."
I don't trust the ballot. I get the things in the mail all the time telling me to register, claiming Trump wants me to, do the mail in my absentee ballot.
I'm going to go in line. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm showing up in person, and I am going to cast my ballot. And thankfully, this isn't one of the stupid states where you have to worry about the stupid hole being punched. It is a box that you have to black it out one way or the other. Graphite pencil, pen, whatever. The machine picks it up when you scan it.
You have no idea I disappeared for like 30 seconds because I bumped.
Oh no, you disappeared. I saw you.
Okay, I bumped a button on this mouse.
No, I was explaining the whole thing, how the ballots are here.
Well, see, we have early voting, and that's what we're gonna do. But what I don't understand is this need for mail-in balloting. I just don't get it.
It really, the way I look at it, if they're going to do it as an absentee ballot, fine, whatever. But they're coming up with a whole new system.
My issue is, how long is it going to take to actually get your results?
Exactly. And how long of a window are they going to allow for mail-in ballots to be processed through the mail? I don't feel that I feel it's unfair to the current administration in the White House, President Trump, 45, to be put under the gun for what the post office is doing and what the post office has done and why there's so many problems in the post office. The reason being is because the Postmaster General, the main guy over the whole post office, the USPS, the main guy, right?
Well, they're blaming Trump for that.
He is not appointed by the president at all. How he's appointed is an election of all 50 states as postmasters. How can you blame the administration for the USPS's fuck-ups lately when he's not even selected or appointed or anything to do with the current administration?
Well, here's the thing. The post office isn't even a government thing, and so we need to stop subsidizing it. And every time we bring up we need to stop giving them money because they can afford their own damn self. If they want to stay around, we run into issues. So they either need to take and do it, or they need to not. I mean, it's just the nature of the game. Ooh, we got no picture. You could have done a picture. Ooh, solo layout. There we go. Hey, no picture. Haha.
You want a picture?
No.
No. No, I don't trust your picture now.
Raven!
Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. I'm tired.
Well, you're tired. I'm tired. I'm drinking. We're rambling.
Rambling?
Your eye
Who's
itches.
rambling?
Her eye itches. Well, we're both rambling a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's all this show has ever been. But don't worry.
But it's worth it at the same time because
We
it's something
brought
to
beer.
blow off steam.
If the baby was sleeping, that'd be one story, but the other one's up. My bad. Never mind.
Is the baby asleep
No,
or not?
I said if the baby was sleeping.
I don't need to hear his private drama. I muted him. Oh, this fiance came down or whatever and started, talking about it. Started becoming, is the baby asleep? I don't need to hear all this stuff. I don't care.
It's over with. She's heading back upstairs. Bye-bye.
I figured.
Which dog?
It's just one of those. It's
No, go away. Bye-bye. Good night.
I mute my mic when I have to have a private conversation or yell at the dog. So I was just doing the same for you because you didn't realize that it was going to be longer than a half-second answer.
True. I know you unmuted it, but there's more comedic value. There's another $5 word.
Yeah, you're good.
It proves we're still family people at the same time.
Are we? That's good. It's good to know.
I guess we're a family show. I don't know.
No. Oh, no. We are not a family show. Don't let that mistake you at all. This show has definitely been marked for not for people under like teenage or whatever that thing is. Yeah. Not for children. We will not be accidentally found. Yeah, we will not accidentally be found on YouTube Kids on their little Fire tablets or whatever. Nope. Not going to happen.
No.
Don't worry.
No.
Got us covered. I marked that box.
Good.
Oh.
Because I could only imagine my daughters finding us on YouTube Kids. That'd be interesting.
It'd be a horrible idea, too.
Yeah. I don't know if it necessarily would be a horrible idea, but anyhow.
When they share it with their friends at school, yes. Oh, my God. It'd be a horrible idea. Now we're getting called in the principal's office.
People are stupid. Okay. Principal's office, school, all that. Yep. It's actually happened before. Kindergarten for the oldest. A few years ago, obviously. Trunk or treat. She was misbehaving. And it warranted immediate discipline. So I did. I administered discipline, and a teacher had a problem with it. And the teacher went over to the principal and approached me with the principal. And I wound up going ahead and correcting the teacher in front of the principal that what they witnessed was not abuse, it was discipline. I said, I will gladly let you take my daughter in there and see if there's any marks on her. The principal started cracking up laughing at the teacher and wound up saying, well, he set you straight, and walked away. People are stupid.
Private school.
Money.
School of choice.
Money.
No, we live in a school of choice. The village pays for school.
They will do that virtually here, but they will not do that in person. Yeah, I know.
You guys keep electing idiots. Well, there's only two villages in the entire county that do this, by the way. So I mean, don't get me wrong. We just
So you picked the right one.
I shit you not, accidentally bought a house in one of those two villages. And the houses we were looking at that we actually physically got to go look at, other than the big city one, which isn't big city, it's just for the county, it's the big city. Big city one that the school's actually in, the private school's actually in. Other than the houses we looked at there, the only other two we looked at were in these two villages that actually have true school of choice, and one out in the country one that it went on contingent, then went back on the market within like a week. I think what the issue is, I think they actually have like a real fuse box instead of a breaker box.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God, it had an acre pond. Would have been nice.
So why did you go for that one?
It wasn't available at the time. As soon as it was in contingent when we went to look for it. It just went in contingent. And then when we found this house and put an offer down, then it went out of contingent.
Yeah.
Once I'm working on one, I ain't going to switch.
No, there's really no point in pulling out because you lose a little bit of money on that then.
Right. That and like with this house, it's one story. My son on his oxygen machine, he can go anywhere in the house. In all these 2-story houses, it really limited his travel. Like we had a better deal out of it.
And that's the way I look at it here. Yes, I have a basement. Okay, so if you want to get technical, there's steps, 2 stories, whatever.
Right.
It's still all technically what the fuck? Anyhow, by the letter of the law, it's still a 1-story house.
Right.
Okay.
Because it is.
So for me, it's perfect when my body is even more broken than what it is now, and decrepit and just totally screwed up, worse, however that may be.
Right.
Age, mess myself up, hurt myself again, doing just what I have to do. I mean, literally, that's all that it's been, that I've been hurting myself doing what I have to do, not even in a bad way. Like, I mean, come on. Who do you know that has blown out a shoulder doing push-ups? Other than me.
Nick of the Nick and Zac Show broke his foot falling down one step.
Okay, I know somebody who did that as well, other than him.
Nick of the Nick. Oh, okay.
Other than him.
Apparently, it was more than one step.
And literally, okay, you want to know how this guy broke his freaking ankle? Literally broke his ankle, not his foot. He was moving a couch out of a U-Haul truck on a ramp. He hit the bottom of the ramp, didn't realize it was the bottom of the ramp, and rolled his ankle so bad it broke it.
Fair enough.
Not even a step, a ramp.
Have you had the cops called on you at your house though since you've owned it?
Twice.
For what?
Not like you have. Totally different scenario. Nothing that I did. But one of them, they were called to the house, just double check something. And at the same time, the second time that they were out here was actually there were some things from somebody else's home that I was holding on to for them that they showed up needing for an investigation.
Right. But that's not called on you. That's,
no, not technically the second time, but they did call on me.
I had the cops called on me. Shit, you not. Because I have a camper.
Oh, and I think it's great. This story is fucking awesome because of how stupid people are.
Now, mind you, there hasn't been an HOA since 94. So we're now in 2020. There hasn't been a HOA since 94. The neighbor doesn't understand.
And I do know this story.
That the
our viewers need to hear this for sure, and I will be right back as you're telling your story here.
That the HOA is not not the law. It's better if he was here to give comment, but we'll go with it. HOA is not the law, and so got cops called for having a camper. And then tried complaining that our dogs, my retired medical service dog, are vicious because they bark when they go play in the backyard. They bark at the neighbors because they want to say hi. And then claim that I had a trash dog backyard. So, but yeah, so needless to say, pointlessly called on us, and the case got closed that quick. But it would have been better if Zach was here to give feedback, because now our story's already done, because I gave the short, choppy version. But at least there's listeners commenting in the comments. No, there still isn't. I haven't drank enough to see, fake words and pretend people are talking to me through comments. So, I'm getting the feeling he ran up to the bathroom and just didn't want to say he was running to the... People are dumb. I think that's been the gist of it. We're back. We brought beer, and people are dumb. But I didn't think about that in the title. Should work on these things a little bit better. But don't worry, Nick was supposed to be here. Nick's not here. We'll let him. Apparently, he had to go chop wood, and to take a nap from chopping wood. So you tell me how well that works, Nick. Oh, that's right. He won't even watch the stream later because he never watches them to catch up with what he missed.
Yeah, we haven't once talked about him drawing any comics yet. Oh shit! There we go. I just did.
No. He, I saw some of his work. He's a little quite out of practice.
Well, you know what? It's all right. I mean, shit
he wasn't
happened.
Going to do it anyways.
Well, maybe he wanted to at one point, but maybe the passion's gone now.
He meant well, but
maybe the passion's gone now.
Right. Like his marriage.
That happened with me in music.
Yeah. Well, these things happen. But yeah, so
over an hour now. Good.
Didn't get your feedback on cops getting called on me because you weren't here for the limited story I gave.
Well, you've gone into it before where lady was pissed off where your camper is at, thought that the homeowners association still existed. The one part that you probably left out is that unfortunately she's probably borderline senile.
Well,
I'll go there. And did you go into the whole fence idea?
No. But no, when my in-laws come over from 2 hours away, so like maybe once a week, once every other week, they'll come down. She'll say hi to them, but won't even wave or acknowledge us at all.
Because she doesn't want to be deemed as the stupid, crazy old lady next door.
She still tries to wave at my 4-year-old, but ignores us.
That's fine.
No, don't talk to my kids. You're fucking nuts.
People are stupid.
Well, the village says I can put a privacy fence 6 inches off the freaking property line. I'm about to have a lot more yard.
We got to get a surveyor out there for you. Find exactly where that line sits and then have mark the line. Mark the line in some sort of bright pink paint. And then mark the next line in bright neon orange where you're going to put the fence.
No, it's better. She's got them marked, and I did check where the original rebar is planted. They are in the right spot. She's had them marked the entire time they've lived here, like her and her now deceased husband. have had them marked with shovel posts in PVC pipe. So the shovel handle chopped down, so it's the top of a shovel handle in the corners of the yard, right where they are. So I'm just going to take twine and I'm going to run it, and then I'm just going to paint right over the twine.
There you go.
And then I'm going to
mark your 6 inches off of that, and then run the twine again and do it again.
Mind you, her side door off her house comes out right into the privacy fence right there. It'll step almost damn near into it. Her garden's gonna barely touch. It's right up to the line. And then so's her clotheslines.
So her clothesline and her garden are technically out of code. You know, you could wind up going ahead and playing this really badly with the clothesline thing, because I don't know about the ordinances around you, but here, unless it's a fence, you have to be 5 foot off the property line minimum for anything.
It would be where it's posted into the ground.
So the clothesline only comes 2 foot off of each side of the poles.
Well, here's the thing. No, these are homemade, but they're actually 4x4s. But the thing is, and everything matches. I shit you not, the shovel posts until they just got repainted yellow. They used to be the blue of her house. Everything is the same blue of her foundation of her house with a slightly off-shaded blue siding. Everything there is that. I've never seen somebody spend so much time in their garden, and we're talking almost every day, and make it look worse every time they touch it.
So technically, the shovel handles demark the property line, right?
Yeah, they mark it.
Okay.
And it's fairly accurate looking.
So you find out how accurate that is, regardless. Okay, find out how accurate it is. If they are 100% accurate, half of it is on your property. You could tape it off and paint it a different color just to annoy the hell out of her. You like that, don't you?
No, I don't want to fuck with her too much. Here's the thing, right? She's a poor little old lady who 2 weeks before we moved in, her husband passed away. She doesn't want change. She wants life to just be the way it's always been. And I can understand.
But she didn't realize the homeowners association went away, though.
That's because her husband took care of everything. So I can understand and I can respect what her issues are. But she don't run my goddamn home.
No.
No matter what she thinks.
I still like the whole idea of painting half the post. I really do. I'm sorry. I really like that idea. I probably would. Me personally, I probably would.
Well, first I'd have to find out how it's marked, because they might be just on the other side of the property line.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You would, one way or the other, you pretty much need a surveyor to come out there.
No, because what I've seen is where the about where it's at, somebody laid landscaping timber. Right there. It's shifted a little bit, but it's right where her garden comes to edge. Right. And so by law, I can have 6 inches. I can drop the fence 6 inches off the property line. Right.
Yeah.
So if I shift 18
the main face of the fence. Face of the fence to the property line. So if I shift that to 18 inches. And then that leaves a 1 foot strip for either you or her to mow.
It leaves a 1 foot strip for mulch to get thrown down. And weed killer. Like the kill everything killer. Not
That's
just
what you ought to do. Oh, I tell you what, I found an awesome weed killer this past year. Better than Roundup. Better than the shit that, you know, the farmers use. Way better. It comes in a yellow jug. It's called RM18. This shit will kill anything it touches. Plant life will be gone completely within a day.
A day?
A day. It will be gone. And it lasts for a little while.
Does it have to be chopped down low, or can you spray it while it's long?
Spray it long, and it will die long. This shit is awesome. I've used it all year long here.
How bad's the overspray?
As you know, just use one of the little bug sprayers like you see everybody using, the little that you got to pump and everything.
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Mix 6 ounces to a gallon. It kills everything. This shit is awesome. It's like $40 a bottle. And it's just a little bottle, but I mean, you get so much use out of it. It's freaking ridiculous. I think I actually bought it last year, and it lasted me all the way through this year too. This stuff will kill absolutely everything. My neighbors have a lot of bushes, like really tall bushes instead of a fence there. Right. Which is cool. I actually kind of like that, having a hedgerow. I kind of like that.
I like hedgerows.
So, and I mean, these things are 10 foot tall. Well, you know, as they grow out, and the grass is still underneath of them. I went ahead and sprayed just underneath of them, like a 1 foot area that I couldn't cut unless I was using the weed whacker, and I just didn't feel like weed whacking it anymore. I sprayed all that. It was at least a foot tall. They just trimmed their bushes, and they're like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't hit the bushes.
You're lucky you didn't
killing the grass." Oh, I mean, I got close, so that way I wasn't getting oversprayed.
Yeah, but there's the root line just under the ground for those bushes.
What this stuff does, though, is it literally latches on to any leaf that it has and interrupts the photosynthesis process. So it's not something that once it gets into the ground is going to screw up the roots and kill the plant that way. It literally makes the plant not be able to live in sunlight.
Will it kill trees?
Probably. I would put money on it because of how this stuff works. I mean, literally, one day, boom, you notice a difference. It's starting to kill it right away.
Right on the edge of my garage. I got to get it cut down because it interferes with my security system. It tries saying that there's movement when there's not. So you think there's something. So like at 3 a.m. when the wind's blowing really hard, this tree starts moving and it registers the security system, notifies the whole house that, hey, there's somebody in the fucking backyard. No, it's the tree that's growing under the edge of the garage.
Yeah, so I actually have that problem occasionally here too, where I got a maple tree out front, maple tree out back.
Right.
So the little helicopters fall off and shit grows right up alongside the house. Yeah, I got to remove those things all the time too. When they're not tall, I don't know when they're tall. When they're like that size, I don't know but I would imagine it will kill them because the little ones that are like 2 foot tall, I've sprayed it on them and it's killed them.
I don't know why somebody let it get. It's grown into the fence and everything. I don't know why anybody let it get like that. It's just.
Yeah, but I mean, like, RF-18, shit, man. That is some good stuff.
I've only got 2 trees in the front yard, and then the back of the fence, like other than the one under the back of the garage, the one at the back of the house and the fence that's grown into the chain link fence.
Yeah.
So, oh, hey, somebody else is viewing. We got 3 people. I think one of them was supposed to be me. So, hi, whoever you are. Welcome to joining it an hour and 19 minutes in. And if the rumor mill is who I think it is, it very well could be my son's godmother, who would be at California time. So 3 hours behind us. So it's what, like 6:31.
Wonderful. Okay, let me share this.
So
Here's the stuff that I'm talking about. If you would care to observe it, it's up to you.
No, we can look at. I mean, we can give people tips and tricks to kill nonsense in their house.
Look, it's $30 now. It's come down in price, depending on where you buy it. It's pretty much the same active ingredient as the Roundup commercial duty stuff.
Okay,
But I mean, this shit works great. It does. It will kill any type of living plant you have.
let's see. Known to the state of California to cause cancer. Everything's known in the state of California to cause cancer. I thought it was funny, but fuck you, Zach.
Well, I mean, you want something that works? This is it.
No. I made that joke of it, known to the state of California to cause cancer, and then, didn't say nothing. You left it be. I don't even know if it's true or not. I just said it.
This is true right here.
We
this
lost a
statement
viewer.
right here on their site. Killing kudzu and wild blackberry, poison ivy, poison oak, crabgrass. Yeah, it literally kills it within a day. You see a difference in how the leaves look, where they're starting to shrivel and just die.
Oh, hold on. Here you go. Because it's a yuppie state, California. Yeah, but you choose to live there. It's your own fault.
Honestly, breathing the air in California probably causes cancer. And I'm not talking San Francisco and the smog.
No, it's the liberal freaking CO2 that they release that causes the cancer.
Don't worry. Doesn't cause cancer, honestly.
Don't worry. No matter what way she votes in this election, Biden will still come out as the winner. Just like Hillary was claimed in 5 minutes after the polls fucking opened.
There's a lot of truth in Weird Al Yankovic's latest song. There really is. We're all doomed.
Song or the one that he did? It was the
mocking the debate.
Yeah, but you know what? You could see he was very liberally pushed on that.
He did have a liberal push behind it, yes, but he's not too far off.
No,
in a way.
No,
he's really not. He's really not too far off. He literally tries to keep himself out of politics as much as possible. But there is that slight edging. There is. It's definitely there.
There you go. We'll let you take that one.
Yes, according to Cali, everything causes some kind of shit. What's even funnier in Cali, right? Truck drivers. This has happened to people that I know. You see what I'm doing right now?
It's illegal.
You drive a truck in California and you light one of these bad boys up, you're getting a huge ass fine for smoking in the workplace.
Now, I've been told that had to get changed.
I don't know when that changed, but I know as recently as 4 years ago, people were still getting tickets for smoking in the workplace being in a truck.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, it's another fine if you throw the butt out the window and they catch you. Right. Like they watch you do it.
Well, and then the other thing is you can't talk on even a Bluetooth device. I know commercial vehicle. I think you can in private vehicles, but commercial vehicle, you can't talk on even a Bluetooth headset in California.
That one I don't know.
Nope. I don't know if they can't. The normal people can, but if you're a commercial vehicle.
I know New York, honestly, this is funny with New York State. They relabeled all their rest areas a couple years ago to text stops. Yes, it's no longer a rest area. It's a place to be able to answer a text message now.
The way you said it, I thought you meant like Texas, like text stops. I was like,
no,
I don't understand. No, yeah, they've got those they've got those in Michigan too, or they've got stop here to text and yeah.
No, they completely took the rest area signs down and put the signs up that say text stop instead of rest area.
Yeah, it's good for you. Yeah, but that's why Cobra started going and putting the Bluetooth in the CB radio, because you can still use a CB in California, but you can't use a Bluetooth device for your cell phone in California.
I got to say one thing, though, with the Cobra radios.
They're not as good as they used to be.
It's a little bit annoying every Wednesday having the thing go off with a weather alert. Ooh, excuse me. For testing the emergency network.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Do it on, like, a Saturday when nobody's doing anything.
Yeah, when I would say let's not go 90. 85% of regular drivers aren't on the road and don't give a shit anyhow.
So rumor says that okay, so we'll at what age for a birthday present is appropriate to give a child a car?
Oh God.
At what age?
Never. I will say never.
If you had to choose an age, at what age? Not a classic car or a family heirloom, just at what age? A car.
At least 21.
So 11 would be too young?
Yes. And the reason why I say that is, okay.
Well, you can't legally drive it? Maybe?
No, it's not even the legality of being able to drive it, because if you have private property and it's large enough, who cares about that? I was driving at 12.
Welcome to YouTube. No, I got exactly what I was after right there.
So, what's the backstory on this?
Exactly what I said. An 11-year-old getting a car from their uncle for their 11th birthday. There's nothing more to this than I know a viewer.
Okay, so anyhow, the reason why I say that, I'll go ahead and justify my position.
No, you're absolutely right, because unless you have a purchase price into it where it's enough that it hurts. Let's go with that. Like when my great-grandmother wanted to give me and my sister her car. Like, well, the issue was my parents said, no, you're not going to give it to them. We each paid $200. The car was well worth more than $200. But for the amount of money we had,
to hurt your wallet.
Yeah, exactly. And you had some invested issue into it.
Yes. So where it comes into play for me is they have to respect and they have to know the value of something before you try and give it to them. And this is something that I'm trying to instill in my own kids, even though I've probably screwed it up at times already. But if you give a car to a kid,
let me stop.
90% of them aren't going to respect it and value it and understand or take care of it properly.
Well, right, but let me stop you there on what you said. You said that they need to have an understanding of the value or whatnot before you give it to them, right? That's exactly what you said.
It might be a worthless piece of crap, but at the same time,
hold on.
No,
you said you want them to be able to understand the value in what they have.
Yes.
You gave them life with them having no understanding of the value of life. You already fucked up, son.
The value of life is up to the individual too. But anyhow, with that being said, no, I do not advocate suicide ever. But
no. But the concept being, when you look at we're in an election process, so we'll make it election-y politically, right?
Okay.
You're looking at one of the biggest things, because we now have a Supreme Court justice on the, possibly being elected, maybe not, because Nancy Pelosi from California thinks that the 25th Amendment needs to be put into play because Trump got the COVID.
Everybody's been talking about the 25th Amendment since he took office, trying to figure out some way to
October surprise
to lead into him being incapable
Right. But anyways, so but you have the pro-life, pro-choice argument on the table. And I think the problem is most people don't understand the value of human life.
You are correct on that. You and I both have experiences that take us in different ways than the normal American public. From seeing how life can be in other countries.
Right.
For me personally, not just the shithole countries that we've been in, but also even Europe. You can't put a price on a life. You really can't. See, this is where one experience in Iraq comes into play, where I don't even know if it's YouTube worthy. But
no. We'll go with the sheer fact of just the concept right there. You have the look on your face, the thought of human life. It doesn't matter at what age it's there, and that's the problem. Is a lot of people don't put thought into it. Where is the value of human life? And they try saying, well, if you're pro war, pro death penalty, pro whatever. Right.
I do believe, though, if you do a certain crime, it should be punishable by death. Yes.
But you're pro life and against abortion. Well, you're not truly pro life, and that's the new argument. You're not really pro life. You're only pro birth, and that's the argument now. And it's because
there are certain circumstances that I feel morally it would be right to have an abortion. Very certain limited circumstances.
Right.
Say 16-year-old at some high school party, totally there by mistake and taken advantage of, raped, whichever term you want to use. It's kind of hard to say. And anybody who's a rape victim, it's really hard to say in one way or the other whether if they become pregnant, if an abortion would be right or not. It really is.
But you have to draw a line somewhere.
There does have to be a line drawn in the sand somewhere. Yes.
But the thing is that element in comparison to the numbers for reasons is the minority.
It's a very small amount of cases. Yes, very small. I will 100% agree with you. It's a very limited, minute amount. Now, I know I shared with you what had happened in Iraq. I don't know if I should even go into this.
No. But here's the thing, right? Let's not take this
totally fucked up.
Not delve situation. We're in our close down time crunch for the show itself. But no, the issue comes, it falls to where your opinions come, but you have to have that line. At what point is life become a thing, and where does it become important? And the thing is, people try to pick and choose based on circumstances rather than just have a straight line.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
right here. I think it's situational. The problem is situational leaves too many open holes. There's too much open spot because how do you decide what situation? Who decides what situation falls in where? And that's the problem.
Exactly, and that's the problem, and that's why I try and avoid this topic usually.
Oh, right, but that's where you.
It is the difficult topic.
Oh, but that's where you vote based on your personal moral feelings and where the line falls. But the thing is, we also have to treat people who may not agree with us with basic human dignity, and that's the problem. Is we're not seeing in this election cycle. We're not seeing. We're not seeing things that come beyond this election cycle and go from there. So you run in that issue where it goes, okay, where's that line, and where can we treat each other civilly? And I think 2016 was the big kicker for people treating each other like shit instead of going, we don't agree, but we can still be friends. I've lost so many friends because of political differences in the last 4 years for no reason whatsoever. I didn't.
Oh, and you and I had a political difference just the other day. And I mean, look, here I am. I'm still here. If you could talk it out and talk about the things and come from the perspective of trying to understand each other, that's the important basis of all of this. You got to try and understand the other side's viewpoint, the other side's mentality, and the other side's thinking pattern. That's the number one thing, the thinking pattern.
I understand you are absolutely, completely fucking wrong, but I still respect you as a person.
In a way, I'll admit, maybe I am a bit wrong. But at the same time, between the two candidates that we got, how the fuck do we have these two candidates on the stage? How? There's got to be better choices on both sides of the aisle.
I'll look and say, you know what? The one thing that I've liked, and it's the reason
you're completely right, Jessica, on that topic.
The reason I've supported Trump as a candidate. I don't like everything he does. Don't get me wrong, but the reason I supported him is the fact that I think the president should be more of a CEO type.
Yes.
Not a politician type. So
yes. And I completely agree with you. Yes, I did vote for Trump in the last election. Yes, I intend to in this one. Because honestly,
I don't know who I'm voting for yet. I'll figure it out. I thought about putting a Biden sign in my yard to piss off my neighbor who's got the Trump sign across the street. I thought about it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Biden, okay? And I'll put this out. This is the only bit that I'll put out against Biden completely against him. Well, it's really a two-part thing. Over his 47 plus years in politics.
Right.
Look at how many racist comments and racist things he said and done and supported. At the same time, this whole thing with Kamala Harris or Kamala, however you want to pronounce it, the way it's spelled, whatever, the hell with it. Her being the VP choice. I get it. In the primaries, you're going ahead and attacking each other and everything. She really did do some low blows in some of the debates. She really did.
How about
to go ahead and pick her now is literally just to go ahead and appease everybody else in the Democratic Party that didn't like Joe Biden to begin with. And he brought her in order to go ahead and appease them and try and gain something out of it.
How about all the times that she's made passing comment, and even he's made comment of her being president or her administration rather than the Biden administration? But that's besides the point.
That's a totally separate point than where I was going. But that's like a third part of it all. But whatever.
No. I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'll decide on early election day. I'll decide. There's always that Libertarian Party person I've never heard of before. I mean, I can go that route. There's the write-in. I could write in Ombre freaking 2020. Bring him back from the dead for another year. I could. Vermin Supreme's always been a real kicker. He promised fucking unicorns or some shit.
Vermin Supreme. Oh my God. About him. I actually have a couple friends up there in Maine. It's freaking ridiculous, the whole thing with him. But anyhow, he's crazy.
My big thing is, I know only to a degree does my presidential election ballot matter. Right?
Yeah.
I'm voting for my electoral college representative to vote for me. Right? I got that. My concern is my local elections. My concern is what judge are we appointing?
If you want to make a difference in your own personal community, It doesn't hinge on the presidential election at all.
No, you got to do it every spring.
It matters
election.
who it is in your local elections because they wind up being the power behind the throne.
The problem is, the big problem that most people don't realize is the fact that, just because you don't own property doesn't mean that your rent doesn't go up because you voted to pass a levy that affects the property of the person who owns the house.
Well, you look at what happened here, okay, the value, okay, you mentioned the value, not just the value. Okay, let's talk about property taxes in this too. Your rent's going to go up if property taxes go up.
Yeah. Unless you live in California, then if property tax goes down, you're still going to pay more money.
I don't truly understand how the hell it happened in this school district because Pennsylvania, your property taxes are based off school districts. Okay. This school district, I don't understand how this happened, really, because it didn't come up to an election. It didn't come up to our elected county leaders, anything like that. Okay. But our school district that we're in, yes, because of COVID, complications, et cetera, whatever bullshit you want to go through with it, my property taxes are going up 3.6% next year to cover the cost of laptops. That is the main thing. The school board decided the property tax increase, not the county commissioners. How? Beyond me. This thing just gave me a low battery alert. I'm going to go upstairs with it.
Of course it did. That's how it works. But now, we're about to close the show down. But
okay.
Because it's coming up on 10 o'clock, and I did say run from 8 to 10 ish. Obviously nobody else jumped in, but the concept being what it is.
Well, California jumped in.
Well, right. I mean, that's what drug it out. But no, I really thought about putting, and I may still put a Joe Biden Harris sign out in the front yard just to screw with the neighbor across the street. Because he had to make sure the first chance he got, he had a Trump sign out front. And but no, we've got. I may vote independent. I may vote Democrat ticket on some of this local stuff just to shake up some of the good old boy Republicans, because you're talking county level stuff, and they're doing pretty much whatever they want, and sometimes it's not that great.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to shake it up. People get a little too complacent when they feel safe and secure in their own little job, and sometimes they need to remember they needed to work for it a little bit. It is what it is. But I don't know. I've got to look into some of these candidates a little bit more. I still got a few days to worry about it. I'm always leery about some independents. You can get somebody weird in. How much my individual vote will matter, I won't know until after election day. I mean, if somebody swung freaking, 90 votes and the other person swung freaking 102 votes, well, my vote might not have mattered as much. But if somebody swung, 98 votes and the other person swung 97 votes, well, then it mattered because the third person running swung freaking the other freaking, 70 that would needed. It is what it is. And that's the thing people don't realize. Local elections are really tight fucking elections. So,
but I mean, you gotta focus on your local elected officials more so than even national level because it's all well and good to focus on national level, but really the people who can affect your daily life are your local guys. Yep,
like your sheriff.
Exactly.
Your county commissioners. If you live in town, somebody's running for on that council, that matters. Which right now we don't have anybody running for city council or whatever right now. It's a little weird. I got to figure out how that works. Maybe one day I'm really debating, do I run for mayor at some point just to do it?
That'd be funny.
That's what I'm thinking. And then from there, run for like the Senate or the House.
Yeah, yeah. Or even start out, the state legislative one way
Well,
or the other.
yeah. House, Senate, House, State,
Yeah.
state representative, and then go to the U.S. Congress.
So did we lose everybody on here already?
No, it still shows 2 people. I mean, it's a potential. I mean, they're probably like wandered off, but but to all those who did join, all those who will join here in the future, if you made it this far, skip right to the end so you could hear it. This has been the Nick and Zac Show once again without Nick. But why I let it.
What's really ironic with that? This has been the Nick and Zac Show without Nick. We got 2 Z's. We need to find another person whose name's Zach that spells it Z-A-K, and then we can call it Z, and people just go to sleep to us.
Right. Apparently, you're not supposed to give me ideas of running for office. She doesn't like group get-togethers.
Well, you don't necessarily
So
have
she's
to have
like that.
group get-togethers because
These wife hosts.
you could call it. You could call
Yeah.
it due to COVID. We can't meet in person.
Right, but the wives are still supposed to like host people, and she's kind of like, fuck people. I don't like people. Leave people alone. Keep them away from my house.
Honestly, how could she be like that? Because she hasn't been where you and I have been. But you know what? I applaud her for that. Being
for not liking people. You just don't understand why she doesn't like people.
Well, to the degree that you and I are at. There's a reason why we go ahead and pick a job to stare out a window all day long and get paid.
Yeah,
we don't like people, period.
Well, yeah, but neither does she, and that's fine. She grew up in Michigan, dude. Michigan's a weird place anyways. And then she grew up in the middle of nowhere in Michigan, too, which made it even better. So it's like people stay like, hey, your house is too close because I can see it through the tree line.
There's our 2 viewers right there.
It's not like a single tree line. Like it's your house is too close because I can see you through the woods behind my house. You're too fucking close.
Oh my. Next time I think we need to be fueled by whiskey rather than.
I started out my day with whiskey, so I don't know what your problem is.
I should have started out with whiskey, but at the same time, obviously, I'm the one who drove everywhere.
I drove everywhere. We went to the grocery store
from 5:30 this morning until when I started drinking beer. Which what that was what an hour and 48 minutes ago now.
Let's reiterate.
So quarter after 8.
I sobered up from the 1 or 2 drinks I had. Sobered up before I drove, and then drove because it ain't worth my driver's license. A .04 having a CDL.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth it. That's why I just drink it home when I'm done for the day. So, with that being said, if Miller Lite or Corona could go ahead and jump in on here and give us a sponsorship of some sort,
that would probably never happen. But you can try for it.
Hey, I figured I'd put that plug in.
I don't think Corona wants to sponsor anybody who's a Republican right now.
Well, I mean, with the virus going on, they got to promote themselves as positively as possible. You never know.
It's Mexico.
Yeah, but the virus is
Trump's
coronavirus.
Trump's bad for Mexican beer business.
Well, yeah, Modelo's is still doing pretty good.
Well, I'm sure Corona is too.
Yeah.
Spelled with a CO instead of a CO.
Yeah. Well, at least we have one viewer that has been agreeing with us for the most part here.
Right. Let's see. None of this is. This is dated 18 and 20. There's no 19 on the back of this bottle. Yeah. Everything on here. There's no 19 on this bottle. We're good.
There you go.
Oh wait, no. No, still no 19. We'll find out. Well, let's find out. That's a 12. No, we're good. There's no 19 stamped on my bottle anywhere, unless I'm missing it.
Look at the bottom of it. See what's on the glass.
That's what I'm looking at. No 19s. There's a 13. There's a 59.
MS-13, huh?
No, time 1306. So, but she's agreeing to something. I don't know what. Not sure what, but it's fine. But this is bad.
Well, it was when we were making comments about being sponsored by the beer companies.
Right, which would never touch us.
Probably not.
No.
Not until we become like as big as like free beer and hot wings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if we get some actual subscribers, which I guarantee this person probably didn't subscribe because nobody ever thinks to like and subscribe a video. But like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, listen to the bird chirp, whatever the hell you need to do. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's really annoying.
Oh, yeah. It's freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Why don't you choke it?
Well, it's a sponsor.
Oh, now it goes ahead and does the nice little chirp.
Right.
It sounds decent.
It's a sponsor, and we got to take whatever sponsorship we can get. So we're desperate.
Yep.
Yeah, it pays in seed. But this has been the Nick and Zac Show. I'm your co-host, Zach. With us,
now I've been promoted.
With us has been our broken producer, Zach. But
our actual producer is even dissing us now.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want to subscribe or like, but the problem is she's already subscribed and liked, so I guess it doesn't matter.
And she's supposed to promote us, and she says that.
Well,
wow,
it's
we're
like
screwed.
It's like whose line is it anyway? Where the rules are made up, the points don't matter. So, but anything last minute to add?
No, we just need to get a sponsorship.
Well, yeah, but we need to do. Nobody's gonna sponsor if you do videos like once every 3 months. I've slacked off. We need to.
So once every blue moon. Hey, maybe we could get them to sponsor us if we drink that on the next one.
Never had it.
Really?
Yeah,
it's a decent wheat beer.
I'm more of a whiskey. You get me a whiskey sponsor. You get me a Crown Apple sponsorship. My wife will be thrilled. All right, Crown Apple sponsorship. We're done. All they have to do is just send me Crown Apple.
I'll have to work on it. I got to talk to a guy.
Fuck the rest of the crew. Just my household. I got it.
I'll have to talk to a guy, see if we can get a liquor sponsorship. Period.
Yeah, legally?
Yes.
No, I'm sure we legally can.
No, I mean 100% legit. We'll see what I can do.
Oh, hey, if it gets me out of a truck and all I have to do is this every day, I'll do this every day.
Hell yeah! We just got to figure out random stupid topics to talk about.
Dude, I just turn on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Read Google News. Done. We got multiple topics.
Yeah. If you can make something happen,
Shasta might actually have to really work as a producer then.
Well, yeah, it's called.
Did I say that?
It's called take. No, she's a social media manager, so it's not even real work. It's take pictures and post them on the internet. It's really easy.
Oh, there you go. Well, I guess it's time to call the show with that going on there now.
Right. So you guys don't have too much fun. It's been good being back, and we are going to make sure this is at the least a weekly regular again. The way it was supposed to be, the way it was designed to be, and if I have to talk to myself, it just won't be as long. So I'm your co-host, Zach. We've had no host. But we've had our dual co-host, the broken producer. So
the broken idiot.
You guys have no. It's labeled as broken producer. So you guys have a good night.
Have a good one.